Hey gang, YourGuitarSage here. Today we're going to learn how to play One of Us by Joan Osborn. A really simple tune with all those simple chords that we talk about if you capo at the 2nd fret. A lot of G's, E minors, C's, and D's. Now of course those aren't the actual chords, but that's what they feel like when you capo. Since we're up a whole step, this song is actually in the key of A. But we're going to think about it like it's in the key of G, since the capo is here. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and play the tune. And there are basically, I'm looking at my chart here on my screen, there are basically two parts to this song. There is a intro, verse type. Well, it's an intro, verse, and chorus. It's all the same. But the pre-chorus is what's different about this song. And there's an ending that just vamps on a G chord, or an A chord, but in this case we'll be calling it a G from here on out. Okay? So, at the end of the song it vamps on that. But I'm just going to go ahead and play it for those of you that can watch and see what I'm doing. For those of you that need more help, stick around and I'll show you all the bits and pieces to it. Okay? So here it goes. It's going to go something like this. That's your intro and your verse. The pre-chorus is going to go, yeah, yeah, God is great, yeah, yeah, God is good, yeah, 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 yeah. Then into the chorus. Repeat. Okay, so let's go over the bits and pieces here. We'll talk about the strumming in a minute. Let's talk about the chords. Let's talk about the capo. Talk about a little bit of the theory here, some other things that are going on. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what a G, an E minor, a C, or a D chord is, or a D sus, or a D9, some people play it like this. Those are correct. For those of you that don't know these chords or have any issue with capoing or anything like that, check out the ebook at YourGuitarSage.com. It will go over how to use your capo and know what key you're in, how to play all your basic open chords. I think I might have about 20, 25 chords, something like that you're going to use all the time. You can play millions and millions of tunes with these chords and just the capo. Okay, so, and I show you how to do all that in this ebook, and also it will give you privy to look at these charts, the same charts that I write up for my students here. You would be able to get to look at too. It'll just kind of help you with the chords a bit instead of having to write down all the chords. As I'm telling you, you get to look at the chart. Okay. All right. So here we go. So the chords you're going to need for this song are E minor, C, G, and D. Sometimes I play my G like this. I take my second finger here and I fat finger the 5th string and I mute it. Fat finger means you just kind of mute it. Okay. Okay. And and then you'll also need a C9, which can be played like that. Here's your C, here's your C9, or your C9 can be played like this. There's also a D sus in it later on, D suspended, not sustained, a D suspended, and your regular D chord. What else? Anything else? Nope. My chart says no. Alright, so those are our basic chords. Now, of course, again, we're capoed. This is a capo. Some people pronounce it capo. Some people pronounce it capo, but it goes on the 2nd fret. And what it allows you to do, of course, is change keys. And we're in the key of A now because we've used the capo. If we were playing like this in G, that's in G, but if we put the capo up, we're going up one whole step, or two half steps. So G, G sharp, A, and that's our, what we call our one chord. That's home bass. That's the key of our song. Okay, so, but we're going to think about it the chord, like the chord form. Okay, so capo second fret, and here we go. So the song's in 4, okay, meaning 4 beats per measure, and so the intro would go something like this. If I weren't strumming, you know, like some sort of rhythm here, it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, for the purpose of us, for me teaching this song and the chart, I've charted it a little differently than we normally would, because normally we'd count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally that's actually the correct way of doing it, the correct way of charting it. I purposely have chosen not to do it that way because I wanted you to have one chord per measure. It's just easier to think about, okay? So you're counting a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So here we go. Here is the chord progression for the intro, verse, and choruses. Okay? It's going to go E minor for a measure, C for a measure, G for a measure, D for a measure. And you just repeat that, okay? In the intro, it does it 4 times. In the in the intro, it does it 8 times. And then the verse does it 4 times, okay? The chorus does it 4 times. The second chorus does it 6 times. So you just kind of, you know, either get the chart here or just write the chords down and listen. You really got 2 basic parts to this song: chorus, you know, intro, verse, chorus. That's one part, and then the pre-chorus. Okay, let's go on to the pre-chorus. The chorus or pre-chorus is going to be a C, a C9, which is adding your pinky here. Okay, 1 measure of D, or actually 2 measures of D. It's going to go like this. It's going to go 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, God is good. Yeah. Now here's our D sus. Yeah, what if? And then back into the chorus. So the pre-chorus is going to go C, C9, D, D, C, C9, D, D. The third time it's C, C9, D sus, D. Okay. Solo does the same exact thing, except it does pre-chorus, and then halfway through the chorus you get into, or I'm sorry, the solo does the same thing. Halfway through the solo, the first half of the solo is the pre-chorus section. The second half of the solo is the chorus section. Alright? Then we're pre-chorus, chorus 14 times? I'm sorry, 7 times at the end. And then it ends just on a G. Just kind of vamps on that. I have 16 measures of that here, and it's just 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, like that at the end. Now, let's talk about the strumming real quick. We got to sum it up because we only got about a minute left. But what I do for this is, we take the feel of the drums and everything to get this kind of strum. But I'm going to do like a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, and a. So for each chord that you play, you're going to play 1, 2, 3, and a. Okay? So the rhythm's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to want you to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and. I'm sorry. The rhythm, scratch what I just said the last 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, that is your rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Of course, I'm playing it slow, but. Again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Guys, we're out of time. We gotta go. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Go get the ebook if you haven't. Eat your greens. Save a stray animal today. Listen to your parents.